Hey, Rainbow Warrior here, and this is a really quick tutorial on how to make these cabled boot cuffs. This is going to be a fixed version of my original tutorial where some of the steps were unclear. So if you are finding this for the first time, be sure to check out my blog post in the description where you can see everything you need to know about materials and measurements and things like that. So let's get started. We're going to begin by casting on 40 stitches. I am using a medium worsted weight yarn, and if you need to change the multiple stitches, be sure to do so in multiples of 8. We are going to use a long tail method of cast on, which is necessary because we need our bottoms to be stretchy to fit over our legs. And as well, if you're using circular needles like I am, you're going to make sure you cast on really loosely. You can see I'm leaving kind of a gap in between each stitch. I'm not pulling it tight all the way to the needle, and this way our stitches will be able to stretch around our needles and we'll be able to work that first row. If you have a problem with your tension and getting all your stitches the same size, you can cast on with 2 needles and then you take the extra needle out, and this way all your stitches are really loose and the same size as well. And if you're using straight needles, this pattern is going to be a little different because on circular needles we work on the right side constantly, and on straight needles you're going to need to add your border stitches, as well as you're going to have to adjust the pattern to work back and forth from your right side and your wrong side. And if you need more help on changing it to straight needles, check out my blog post. All the information will be there. Alright, once you cast on all your stitches, we're going to place our stitch marker so we can keep track of the start of our round. And for our first stitch, I knit with the tail as well, just to help lock it in. And I'm going to start a ribbing for my boot cuff. This is optional, and I'm going to do a 2x2 rib because this is what I like the look of. So I'm going to knit 2 and then purl 2. However, there are many options here. I've heard some people don't like the look of the rib, so of course you can leave it out, or if you want, you could do a 1x1 rib, or some people don't like that the rib is offset by the cable pattern, so you could do a 4x4 rib as well to help it go with the cable. It is also up to you how long you want your rib section to be. You can make it as short or as long as you prefer. I am doing mine for 6 rounds. I finished my rib section, and now I'm going to start the main cable pattern. This is how it goes. For rounds 1 through 4, we're going to purl 2, knit 4, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then purl 2. And we're repeating this 8 count pattern all the way around. So continue with another purl 2, knit 4, and our knit 4 section is going to be where our cable will be created. And again purl 2. So we're doing this all the way around, and we're doing this for rounds 1 through 4. So same thing, fairly simple. When we get to round 5, we're going to make our cable. So this is how round 5 will go. We're going to purl 2, and then do our cable 4 back. And you can use a cable maker if you have one, but I'm simply using a paper clip. So I unfold it. You can use any kind of object you have. If you have a double pointed needle, that would work as well. But I feel like most people might have a paper clip. So insert that paper clip into the first 2 stitches, and we're holding those stitches in the back because it's a cable 4 back. Now we're going to knit the next 2 stitches off of our needle. And you can kind of hold on to your stitches in the back there, just so they don't fall off. So again, knitting these 2 on the needle. And now we're simply going to knit the two that were on our cable maker. So it's really easy. If you've never done cables before, you'll be amazed at how easy this is to do. There's our first off of our cable maker and our second. And this creates a really cool twist in our work. Absolutely love the look of cables. Alright, and we're finishing off with our purl 2. And we're repeating this all the way around. So another purl 2. Our cable 4 back, which I'll show you what that looks like one more time. There's our 4 knit stitches. We're going to take the first 2, insert our item, cable maker, take those 2 stitches off, and you can hold them in the back. And then knit these 2 off the needle. And then knit the 2 off of the cable maker. So it's called a cable 4 back because we're doing 4 stitches and we're holding those twisted stitches in the back. Right, and then finish off with our purl 2. And again, we're doing this all the way around for round 5. Round 6 is the same as rounds 1 through 4. We're purling our first 2, knitting the next 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and purling 2. And this 6-round pattern makes up our cable pattern. So it's really easy. You're going to repeat the pattern as many times as you wish, depending on how long you want your boot cuffs. And if you wanted, you could keep going, and I think these would make great leg warmers as well if you made them very long. I repeat my pattern 3 times for my basic size boot cuffs. I feel like it's kind of silly to make them too long because you can't quite see them anyways. And I'm going to finish off with a ribbing since I did one at the beginning. So my 2x2 ribbing is knit 2, purl 2. I'm doing this all the way around for 6 rounds so that it matches the other side of my boot cuff. Okay, we need to do a stretchy bind off, and to do that is really simple. We're going to knit 2 together in the back, just like so. And once we pull that off, we're going to simply slide it right back onto our needle and continue this process. So knitting those 2 together in the back. Sliding those 2 off, and then sliding it back on. So this is really simple and really fast. And you're going to do this all the way around for all your stitches, and then make sure to pull your end through your last loop and sew it in. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Please be sure to give a thumbs up if you enjoyed this pattern. You can subscribe so you won't miss out on future tutorials. Be sure to leave any requests or comments, questions down below, and be sure to send me pictures if you make this project. You can find me on any website, any social media, I'm on it. So thanks again for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video.